Hi there, and welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, the podcast that discusses the Disneyland Resort and the Disney IP in an enthusiastic, informative, and often humorous way. Show notes for this episode and every episode can be found on leavingtodaypodcast.com. If you're listening to us on iTunes or Stitcher Radio, please subscribe and leave a comment. Until then, thank you for listening and enjoy the show.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Hello, and hello. Welcome to the Leaving Today podcast. This is episode number 64. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Mark, one of your co-hosts. Sitting to the left of me is the game changer herself, Jess.
Hello.
Yeah, and then sitting to the right of me is the trail master of puppets, Udi.
Hi, I'm totally distracted right now.
He's got bicycle chain grease on his arm or sleeve or something.
The funny part is, like, I just looked down and realized I had it on me. I'm like, wait, where did that come from? I know I was at work today, and I'm like, what?
Well,
I like this shirt too. Dang it.
Welcome to the show. It seems like for us, for you guys, it won't seem like any time, but for us, it's been like we're kind of up against it here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. Mark is.
Yeah, I'm up against it. We haven't been able to record on a regular schedule, but we are going to get this out to you in time. This is episode 64. So if this is your first time with us, thank you so much for joining us. I think you'll like it. This is not your first time. Thank you so much for coming back and welcome home. Let's see here. If you would be so kind as to leave a positive or negative review on iTunes or Stitcher Radio or where are we? Google Play, and I don't know where else we are. All over the place. Anywhere fine podcasts are heard, you can find us.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah. So today we're talking about 5 up and 3 down for Fantasyland. So we're gonna just delve into that, and then do we have 101 today?
Kind of.
Oh, kind of. Maybe it's a 10. Maybe it's a 100. 1.5.
You can do a 50.75. 50.5. Anything. I don't know. My math is off right now. Okay, I'm tired.
Yeah. And we'll have the news, of course. And just a quick heads up: the LTP crew will be in the parks this time next weekend.
What?
What? Well,
say what?
Yeah, I know. What are the dates? The 13th or something?
I will give you the exact dates. We will all be in the park as a cohesive, a unit. I don't know how cohesive we're going to be. Will be the 15th and the 16th of July, which will be a Sunday and a Monday.
Yes, 15th and 16th of July. Udi and I will be there on the 14th at Downtown Disney checking it out. So if anyone's around, please hit us up.
Come on down.
Yeah.
I know where I'm going to...
We're gonna be. I've got reservations at the Rainforest Cafe for Saturday night.
Yep, we'll be there.
Saturday night?
Yeah.
Isn't it closed?
Oh, dang it!
It took her forever. I'm like looking at her like, wait for it.
I was like,
maybe we're going to Earl Sandwich, aren't we?
We're gonna go to Earl. No, we're going to ESPN Zone.
And we got to catch that movie at 7.
That's right.
Okay, so yeah.
We'll be there.
In other words, we got nothing going on.
We have plenty going on.
We might. I'm just joking around. So, but maybe we'll see you at Trader Sam's. Is where I'm guessing we're going to be Saturday night.
That's where I'll be Saturday night.
Yes.
We'll be there Sunday night.
Well, we'll be there again Sunday night, probably too.
Yeah.
Sunday night. We'll be at Goofy's on Sunday night at 6:50.
Oh no, after that then. Yeah.
Trader Sam's before that.
Oh, before? Okay.
Yeah, because
No, you're right. No,
'Cause-
I'm with you. Okay.
you know why?
No, but
Because
I'm with you.
fireworks, and I need to make sure that we finish eating and go sit for fireworks.
No, it's fine. Because I know you guys are going to run around, do your thing, and Mark are going to do our thing, as usual when it comes to fireworks.
Wait a minute,
You're gonna watch them too.
You're not going to get a cherry Coke?
I'm going to watch them from Splash or wherever I'm at. Yeah.
Jess?
I might.
And what is it? The cream filled?
Cream cheese
I'll
filled
probably
pretzel.
be too full because of Goofies.
Yeah, straight
Trader
cream.
Sam's and then Goofies, and then I don't know if I can do any more to drink or eat because that's a lot.
It's a lot to take.
It's possible though. I mean, things are
I want to get a drink as big as my head.
at Trader Sam's.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that.
Okay.
You know, it's something that you could do.
They have a drink there for like $58. I saw that the other day.
Excuse me?
Yes, for like.
Oh, it's the
Anybody want to share?
It's called the.
Is it like Sunken Treasure or something like that, or
Oh,
Buried
no,
Treasure?
that's a different one.
Does that have gold in it?
Is it
or
the one
something
that
like
They light on fire?
I have no idea. It was like $58. I saw it.
Okay,
And-
so it's I can't think of the name of it.
Udi, don't. You're not getting that thing.
Well, why not?
Yeah, I'll share.
I mean, all four of us would have to get.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
for 4 people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's for like 4
It's got to be
people.
it's got to be a huge drink. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Drinks.
We're not doing
yeah.
like a high-end glass of wine here, or
Well, I mean, why not?
I mean, I'm not gonna pay
When in
$58
doubt,
for a
pinky
glass of
out.
wine. No offense, but
Pinky
yeah, I'm not that
out.
much of a
No.
wine guy.
I don't know. Oh, it's right here. It's this thingy. I don't know what it is, but I don't know the name of it, but it's.
Oh, yeah, that
it's-
thing.
Yeah, and then they light the sugar cubes on fire, and then it like is on flames and whatnot.
And then they light someone on fire.
Right, and then they go.
I would be
Running around.
okay with that.
Really?
Oh no.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, we've got lots of things planned and people and
Yeah, so I think since
Good
we're talking
times.
about Fantasyland tonight, the next episode would be Toontown, and I'm gonna just say we're gonna pass on that for right now because we're gonna probably be doing a trip review for episode 65 65, and I think what I think 65 is, just to give you guys a heads up, is gonna be probably just a collection of audio reviews during the trip that I'm gonna spice together.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
guessing.
okay.
Because our recording schedule actually, I think, would be
that Monday.
that Monday or Sunday, actually.
Yeah. The weekend we're there
Yes.
would be when we normally would record in
Yep.
our schedule.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're not leaving next Sunday. That's right. For some reason, I was thinking we were leaving next Sunday.
We're a week, just over a week away.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow will be a week.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Now that you guys all are
When do you
clued
leave?
in. Saturday, 14.
No, to come home.
Tuesday morning.
Morning.
The 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
After work.
Gotta work.
Why couldn't you leave Tuesday night? You're literally bailing on Disneyland's birthday.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
Hashtag just saying.
Now you have me. God. Okay. I'm gonna. Now we have to.
What time are you leaving? Are you going into the park on Tuesday?
Nope.
It wasn't the plan.
No, I gotta. No.
I'm waving. Goodbye. It's okay. It's not a big birthday, right? It's 60.
3? No. 2?
More than
4.
that.
Is it?
It's got to be at least 64, 65.
63. It wasn't. You mean 55? We're in 2018.
Yeah, 50. It would be 63.
63.
Yeah.
Is it really only the 63rd?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, well, I
think
don't
so.
know. I don't know how to count. I just feel like it was the 60th was much longer.
It does feel like a long time ago,
Well, about 3 years ago.
roughly. give or take.
Oh, you so funny. You so
But-
funny. Right here. 2015 was the 60th. So yeah.
Plus 3.
But to make it fair, that 60th anniversary lasted like 18 months.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And I bet you, according to Jess, that if we go in the Pioneer Mercantile, we'll see 60th anniversary merchandise.
You sure should. will.
Don't worry.
The only one who swears on this podcast is her.
That'll be a good little bleep out. It'll
Yeah.
be perfect. That's fine.
Yes.
So anywho,
So anywho,
there's
my
water in this cup. I swear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure. That's
No,
why I
it is.
smell it from here. Mm-hmm.
sorry guys, we're a little loose. It's just been
It's been a long week.
It's been a long
it's
week.
been a long week,
Yeah.
and we're a little bit behind, but that's okay. We're going to get this out to you. So I wanted to talk about something I wasn't going to talk about, and that was the Pixar Pier debut.
I have a lot to say about that too.
Okay, so but I just want to say that a couple weeks when those that VIP party ticket was announced for $299. I was a bit
What a
beside
deal.
myself. In fact, I wrote and I told you guys this, but I didn't say this on the thing. I wrote the Disney Parks blog.
I saw it.
And saying how I thought it was a disgrace that they are basically alienating the hardcore fans, because all you guys are going to do is end up giving free passes to the YouTube shills and that are just going to say, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. And these guys don't care about Pixar Pier or Disneyland. You just want the coverage for free advertising.
Right.
Oh, it was on there for about 25 minutes or half an hour.
And it was gone.
And then they kicked it off.
Of course they did.
Then I posted another one saying, under another name, saying, "Oh, this is the greatest deal ever! I can't believe such a incredible value it is. I'm going to buy 4 tickets," and that thing was on there for a while. So shocker to my surprise. So the Pixar Pier opened up on June 23rd. The 22nd was the VIP party, but I saw quite a few YouTubers post their reviews on the 21st.
Okay.
And they were just saying, oh my gosh, they go to the Lamplight Lounge just saying it's the greatest thing ever. Look at all these things. I'm going to order this. I'm going to order that. And I actually commented on quite a few of them saying, you should tell your listeners that you're not paying for any of this stuff, because nobody would pay $22 for a run-of-the-mill cheeseburger that you can get at McDonald's.
That's true.
And, all these drinks are like $15, $17. Like hamburgers are... there's no world in which a hamburger should be $22.
We do have reservations for there.
The Lamplight Lounge?
Yeah.
Well, no, but if you're paying for it, you can go ahead and say whatever it is you want to say. So I'm just wanting to say that people that listen to those YouTube... I'm not going to name any names because that's ridiculous, but... all these people that are just saying all this nonsense about, oh, this is the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever. Just consider the source. A, they're not paying for it. And number 2, they don't even really care. And I'm just a little upset with Disney for doing this kind of stuff.
Well, unfortunately, it's a tactic that a lot of huge, corporations are going to take. They do not want to look at the hardcore fan. I mean, I will touch on this just briefly, what's going on, and I'll use a perfect example, is Lucasfilm.
Okay.
Look at the major, and we're going to go into the news a little bit, look at the major fight that's going on in Lucasfilm right now, and it has to do with that mentality. Serving your fan base or serving some greater whatever, whether it's money or time or whatever.
I feel like I can relate to that in other places right now, too.
Sure you can.
Like,
yeah.
who are you serving? Who are you going to serve? Are you going to serve somebody's idealistic ego? Or are you going to serve the people who come and actually spend money here and have a loyalty? So, yeah, no, I agree. I mean, those people, they have no loyalty. Half of them don't have a loyalty to Disney. I think anyone who's going to be who is a true lover of Disney can say what we're saying. We can be honest and go like, hey, bad call. Doesn't mean we don't like you. Doesn't mean we don't love you, but we are being honest here.
Yeah.
And so I agree with you wholeheartly. That kind of stuff, when I read because I read yours, and I was like, there's Mark calling it straight down the line, exactly straight down the line. That is the real right there. And of course it's going to go away. Because they don't want to listen to any possible dissent. They'd rather have everybody thinking it's a paradise. And we all know it's not.
No.
We're all very realistic, but
It's now Pixar Pier. Get it right.
Well, anyway.
Well, one thing I want to say on that, and I want to get back to the Star Wars thing for a second, but
No.
I will call out one podcast because it's for something very positive, and that's the one that Michael Bowling goes on, but he does like the Diz Unplugged. Okay, so they have their main thing is the East Coast, but then they have a Disneyland side now. Okay. So they were talking about it. The owner guys, Pete Warner, and he was talking to the Disneyland crew who they were saying how cool the Lamplight Lounge was, and then he goes, wait, you guys went to that media thing, right? And they go, yeah. He's all, yeah, we're not going to review that yet until we go out and we pay for stuff. I was like, yeah, that's exactly
Perfect.
In fact, I stopped, I hit pause on their feed, and I typed in a comment. I'm all, kudos to you, Pete, for saying that, because it is exactly right.
Well, and my thing is like, if we can accept that they're not perfect, and we still keep on coming, I think it shows that we're honestly there for a right reason.
Yeah.
We're not just going to run off in the sycophantic tangent and go, oh Disney. I actually had a guy many months ago run across. I was wearing my LTP shirt.
Yeah.
And he goes, "What's LTP?" And I told him. He's like, "Oh." Then he kind of gave me a smirk, like, "Oh yeah, I used to listen to the podcast." And I kind of went, "Okay." And he goes, "Yeah, but too many of them were like, oh, Disney that." I go, I go, "We're not that." It's like, really? And I don't know if he's listening to the show. I told him, "Here's where to find it." And I showed him, "Here, go listen, and you'll see." But I think it shows that we're more real and we're more true to what is going on.
Right.
It's not fake. We're not being fake.
No, we're not. We're not being fake. And I guess it would upset me more if I really liked Pixar stuff, and I go, "Oh my gosh, $300? Okay, I think I could do that times 3."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I know my girls would want to go. Okay, could I possibly swing that? And then I go, no, $900 is a little bit too much. But then they give away free passes to people who just do not care.
Mm-hmm.
That irks me.
Yep.
And thank God this wasn't Adventureland or Frontierland, because I would have been upset.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, that's a different
Because
story.
that's Mark not upset right now.
Yeah.
He's being very good.
But about your Star Wars stuff, and it's easy to get sucked into the YouTubers that just sit there and complain. So I just wonder, is some of that stuff not real, or is it all real that there is turmoil going on in Lucasfilm?
Right now, there's only 1 or 2 outlets that are reporting that there is a skirmish. There's kind of like an uprising going in there. That it sounds like Lucasfilm has gone now divided firmly into 2 camps. One being the Star Wars camp that is trying to keep true to the fandom, and the other one that are just following along Kathleen Kennedy's whatever she wants.
Right.
So there's supposedly audio out there, and this is all rumor, so I don't take this as fact, but this is rumor. There's rumor
Breaking news.
There's rumor out there that Iger is pissed,
Okay.
and he basically called in people. There was a big conference call that had people from Marvel, and I forgot who else. They have Lucasfilm, Marvel, and somebody else.
Muppet? No, who
It would have been. It would have been.
Pixar.
Pixar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he basically, on the conference call in front with everybody, read Kathleen Kennedy the riot act, making sure that everybody, because the comparisons looking at, a lot of people are trying, obviously comparing Marvel to Lucasfilm. Why is Marvel still being successful? As of now, Star Wars and Lucasfilm is stuck in this quagmire. And people are getting pretty clear what it is. So apparently, again, this is all rumor, Iger has reached out to a few people to replace Kathleen Kennedy.
Yep.
And no one has said yes yet.
Right.
So he's pissed now even more because he recognizes that it's going off the rails and he's trying to correct it.
Right.
But he can't find somebody to take her place. So he's pissed off because he recognizes, like, we're in trouble. He's the one seeing it. And he's going, we need to fix this right now.
Yeah, because from what I'm understanding is that, and this is true, but Kathleen Kennedy has sort of created like a hornet's nest and a division amongst people up there.
I've heard that from a few different areas.
Up in the Presidio over there. Well, this is something that is really important to Disney. I mean, a lot hinges on Star Wars doing good, and
I think the major investment with Galaxy's Edge is the biggest thing that Iger needs to be worried. What draw will Galaxy's Edge have if the franchise is getting
It's
crapped
failing.
on?
yeah.
It won't.
That billions of dollars of investment are now gone or on shaky ground.
People will still go.
Yeah.
They will, but you have to recognize how much of it will. Okay, so now we're talking about, maybe we're getting into a spot where we're splitting, like we're in X amount of billions versus X amount of trillions or whatever.
That's true.
So that is still going to make a big difference. But I think it also has to speak to longevity of the land, because that's the one danger with opening up Galaxy's Edge that has always been a fear in my mind, but I never really say because until now I didn't think it would happen. But now with everything in turmoil is the longevity of the land. Star Wars, when they started that project, everyone was riding the high of Force Awakens.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And everybody, for the most part, not everybody, but for the most part, people were enjoying that, bringing in new fans. So it made sense. They continue down that path.
Yeah.
The franchise will grow and continue to draw people down for years and years to come. That's the thing with Fantasyland, every other land, Frontierland. They're timeless. If you look at it, they're timeless. They're not tied specifically into an IP. IPs have grown from those lands as opposed to having a land come from an IP. Big difference. So that's my problem. So I think that's what Iger's kind of sitting here is like, dude, we're just spending how many trillion? Nobody knows. I haven't heard a figure, but how much you're spending on both of those lands.
Yeah.
And what if the longevity of that franchise craps out?
They're going to be in trouble.
They're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, right. I mean, as I said this before, Vader isn't even factoring into this.
Or Skywalker. And
Yeah, I mean, he's...
I got a bad feeling about this.
I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna have to see how it goes. We will have no new content until after this land opens. So we're stuck with what we have right now. I don't know. I just was always thinking about that. If I really loved Star Wars and I was working for Lucasfilms, and I really love Star Wars, and I was blessed to be working there. And I guess for me, my skill set as I would have been a writer because I can't draw very well. But I think that if I was there and went through script writing, and The Last Jedi was what they came out of, I would go home every night struggling to say, do I really want this job, or do I say, you guys, this is not
Star Wars.
This script is ridiculous. So I would say, do I say anything, I can't?
Yeah, no. Well, that's where it becomes. I mean,
my integrity.
Yeah, your integrity isn't called in the question, and when you have that, it's a difficult call, I think. So, I mean, one part of you goes, well, I can't go along with this.
Yeah.
The other part is, but do I stay here and fight for something I care about?
Because I need health. Because I need health care.
Well, no, I mean, but I mean,
you guys
seriously,
just
I mean,
sound like my life right now.
Well, I mean, seriously, I would be struggling. I'd be like, guys, where is this movie going?
Well, are we talking Last Jedi, right?
I'm talking Last Jedi.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I agree. No. Okay, so here's a problem, and just my quick 2 cent take on it.
Yeah.
There's a problem with Last Jedi is exactly the problem with Phantom Menace and the original trilogy, and here's the main thing. The creator...
I think Jess has often compared these two together.
Yeah.
In fact...
I do more than you would think. Definitely.
Yeah. Yes, you guys don't understand how much he wants to talk about Last Jedi and Phantom Menace. Compare and contrast.
I don't know, Phantom Menace is
one of your faves. I know. I think you have it on replay.
top of my list.
I know.
What is it about these two?
So what happened is that the creative minds behind it surrounded themselves with yes men and didn't listen to a dissenting remark. I think when you look at, there's a very telling 2-hour documentary, hour and a half documentary on the end of Last Jedi Blu-ray, which when you watch it, they put a positive spin on it. But if you know about movies, you can sit there. Rian Johnson and the producing crew didn't know what the hell they were doing. They flat out had one idea, which is what they did, and they listened to nobody else, but didn't know how to do it either. It is a crap show walking, and when you sit there, I'm like, that explains a lot. Like, it was still done in a positive type light, because obviously they attach it to the Blu-ray, so it's not going to do something negative.
Right.
But when you can read through the lines, I sat there, Leon was like, dude, do you realize that? I'm like, yeah. I told him, you need to watch this, because a lot of the same ideas, like, how do they make these decisions? He loves that stuff. Like, how does the director decide to make that cut versus that cut? I mean, it's minutia to me, but he's like, that cut, that angle, that lighting, do you hold it for a second? Do you hold it for 2 seconds? All that kind of stuff, like...
Who cares? But he does.
Directors do.
Okay.
So I said, here, you need to watch it. He's like, dude, do you realize that? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, that kind of made me feel better, because he's like, he didn't know what he was doing. I'm like, he didn't know what he was doing.
Okay.
Anyway, so that George did.
Yeah.
But he also surrounded himself with people that just said, yes, George, yes, George. And then Ryan surrounded himself with, yes, Ryan, yes, Ryan. And then Kathleen and Kenny going, we love you, Ryan. We love you, Ryan Johnson. And then the fandom out there's going, you suck.
Right. Okay. Did you have something to say about Pixar Pier?
I was going to talk about the Incredicoaster.
Okay. Do you want to do that now or in our news?
Is it in the news?
No, but you can always make a news item for it. Would you like to make a news item?
I just wanted to vent about it, to be perfectly honest with you.
So we're going to cover Pixar Pier in the news, right?
Yeah.
Vent then.
You can make the executive decision to add to the news.
I'll soapbox it.
Okay.
What?
Wow.
Just a little bit. I mean, it's just a
and,
smidge.
And that was our 24-minute intro. Hey, if you still heard the LTP, thank you so much. We'll be in the park soon. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, are you wearing any LTP gear when you're there?
That's all I'll be wearing.
Okay. We have our summer collection out now, which is the same as our last summer's collection.
And our winter collection.
Yeah, it's all the same.
I need to text 13 about a summer collection now that you guys just brought that up.
She has a summer collection?
No, but we were going to make shirts just for her and I. Back the freak up.
Okay.
That's the drop because I know you're going to do it only for you. Because
They were Monster University shirts. Do you really want one?
Okay. All
Why
right.
would you think
All
that?
right.
Okay, we're going to fight right now. We're going to fight after.
Oh, good. Yeah, maybe we should have some LTP bonus content for
Her and I fighting and arguing over
People will
Monster
tune into
University.
that.
I don't know if I'm going to be wearing much LTP gear because the past couple trips, that's all my photos are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need new outfits.
We can have one group shot and then we'll call it good.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay. All right. So now with all that, let's go to our news.
You listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
Today's news is brought to you by Expedition Roasters Coffee. Hey, if you like adventure and coffee, Expedition Roasters is the place for you, where they encourage you to brew your happy place.
You know, I have my favorites. I encourage you to go find one of yours.
And when you're at the checkout, make sure to enter our LTP20 discount code for 20% off your very first purchase.
That's Expedition Roasters Coffee, where they encourage you to brew your happy place. Okay. We've got quite a few news items. No, we don't. A few things.
Just a skosh.
A skosh.
Just a wee
Okay.
little bit.
The first item is the Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind to open in 2019 along Pixar Pier at Disney California Adventure Park. Hey, did you know they had Pixar Pier open last week?
What?
Yes. There will be 4 exciting neighborhoods to discover at Pixar Pier in Disney California Adventure Park: Incredibles Park, Toy Story Boardwalk, Pixar Promenade, and Inside Out headquarters. For the most part, we haven't seen anything from Inside Out headquarters.
Not yet.
We've seen Incredibles Park, Toy Story Boardwalk, and Pixar Promenade, which I guess is what the games are, right?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Located on the western end of the pier, the lush and colorful Inside Out headquarters will be future home of the Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind, making its Pixar Pier debut in 2019. This whimsical, family-friendly attraction inspired by Inside Out and Flix Flyers will not be surprisingly full of emotions. Check out the first look. So we will include a picture of a Disney artist rendering of what it's going to look like. Looks pretty cool. Also joining Pixar Pier in 2019 is Jesse's Critter Carousel, inspired by Jesse's Wilderness Friends and the Woody Roundup television show from Toy Story 2. And this reimagined attraction is a classic boardwalk carousel with a rootin' tootin' spin. I'm sure it's rootin' and tootin'. Okay.
Do we want to go here?
Yes, Jess. Talk about. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm gonna.
Let's go there first, and then we'll go to her because we do have a Pixar Pier section in our news, don't we?
Well, that was Pixar Pier, but also the OC did a small review with what they got right and what they got wrong with Pixar Pier.
Oh.
So, do you want to do that, or Jess, would you want to say something first?
Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, and then I'll vent.
Okay.
It's just a small vent.
Well, you can. It's a vent.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
And this is a review from OC Register, and it's called Pixar Pier Opens. This is Pixar Pier open to the public over the weekend, and with wait time surpassing 3 hours. It's clear that the refurbished land is bringing in the crowds that Disney wanted it to attract. Well, at least initially. But will Pixar Pier endure as a hit or fade after this early burst of interest? Let's look at what Disney got right and wrong on Pixar Pier. Right. Changing California Screamin' into the Incredicoaster. Ooh, it's fast and fun. A roller coaster is a perfect medium for a ride themed to the Incredibles. California Screamin' has been one of the iconic attractions in Disney California Adventure, but interest in the ride was fading, so it needed a boost. That's not a true statement. Wrong. The actual Incredicoaster. Too bad the actual Incredicoaster missed so many opportunities. Disney could have installed more comfortable modern trains that ditch those bulky over-the-shoulder restraints for more efficient lap bars, like on the Superior Hang Time coaster at Knott's. That's Knott's Berry Farm. Enclosing the screen shields into the show tunnels was a great idea, but the ride would have been so much better with some tech-pushing projection there instead of a static figures, and Disney adding nothing visually to continue the story in the Helix that's supposed to be the finale of the ride. Ooh, what they got right. Jack Cookie Num Nums. Oh, these look really good.
Yeah.
These deep dish warm chocolate chip cookies might be the breakout hit of the Pixar Pier. A delicious snack that is not only mentioned in a hit movie, but that plays a significant role within it. Disney finally might have its butterbeer. Oh.
Num Nums.
Num Nums.
You guys have seen both. You've seen Incredibles 2, right?
I have not. I will see it.
I have, but
I'm going to see it tomorrow.
I slept through it.
Oh, we'll get to that. What they got wrong was adorable snowman frosted treats. The first food stand to open in Pixar Pier has drawn long lines of fans eager to post these treats in their Instagram accounts. That's shocking right there. The lemon drop flavor did nothing for me, but many others seem to like it, so it's just a personal taste. The problem is that the adorable snowman's actual treat in monsters are snow cones. You can see that on the sign Disney posted about this food stand, yet there are no snow cones or shaved ice on the menu. Phil. Okay. What they got right, Lamplight Lounge. That we don't know yet.
Yeah.
The old Cove Bar might have been the most popular thing on the old Paradise Pier, other than Toy Story Midway Mania. Lamplight Lounge essentially expands that bar into the entire building, adding some great Pixar-themed memorabilia in the process. I don't know what we're going to do about that yet. We're going to probably. Do you think you have to make reservations, or can you just walk?
For Lamplight?
Yeah.
We made reservations just in case because
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
To be perfectly honest, I don't know what it's going to be like.
I wonder if that's the thing now. I mean, you can't just stroll into restaurants, can you?
I mean, you can, but I wouldn't chance it.
Okay.
You know, I don't know though. I mean,
Oh, but wait a minute. Lost character dining. They get this wrong. The creation of Lamplight Lounge came out at the cost of the only character dining location in Disney California Adventure. Mm-hmm. Now there's just one character dining location in the park, and that's just available for breakfast. Mm-hmm. I don't care. What they got right was the entrance. The delightful new Pixar Pier sign already is providing a whimsical backdrop for fans' social media posts, again, giving Disney invaluable word of mouth publicly for the new land.
Yeah, because they need that.
Oh, word of mouth publicity for the new land. Yes, this is exactly why they give away free passes to people. It's true. I'm not.
No. I'm laughing because it is true.
Yeah. The surroundings. This is what they got wrong. Disney has renamed the park everything on the north side of the lagoon that is not in Pixar Pier as Paradise Gardens Park. But the trash cans throughout that land still read Paradise Pier. As of the weekend, that was as of the weekend. Worse, the Disney Paradise Pier Hotel that stands across the street now references a land that no longer exists. Call it a muddled message or just sloppiness, but it's unlike Disney to miss out on details like this.
Preach.
Jess, go.
Have you guys watched the video of it?
No.
Of what?
The Incredicoaster.
No.
Yes, I have.
Okay, so what did you think, Mark?
The daytime version, nighttime version.
It really honestly doesn't matter.
Well, it does matter because, and again, this is why I'm not an Imagineer. This is reason number 76 why I'm not an Imagineer.
Oh, we had another one of those
What?
for you, and I can't remember what it was. A reason number blah, 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 blah on why Mark's not an Imagineer.
Oh.
And I can't remember.
What was it on Facebook?
No, Shannon came up with it, and it was hilarious.
Oh. Okay, well, you can think about it. But
She's not going to remember.
the daytime version, and again, this is all subject to me seeing it next week, if in fact we do end up going on it, which I'm hoping we do, but we will.
Yeah, Mark and I are going to have to seriously sit down, and I didn't want to do it, but it sounds like we're going to have to do itinerary.
A max pass.
We're going to max pass it. We're going to do it.
Yeah. Okay, so in the daytime, it looks to me like all of the effects are null and void. Like the sun obliterates every possible addition.
What effects?
Yeah, exactly. Like what effects? But at nighttime, from what I've seen, like at the end, there's like multiple Jacks that kind of light up, which are stick figures. But in the daytime, you see these stick figures just all about you see like 7 of them.
Yeah, all at the same time.
And you're not supposed to.
Right.
So I would have said, okay.
Cover those. Put something else.
I would have held my hand up and go, guys. You know it's sunny in California. Why are we doing this?
Yep.
And they would have said, you need to go back and study whatever. And I go, okay. And look, I'm just telling you, people are going to point that out. And sure enough, they are. So in my opinion, I'm kind of underwhelmed at this point.
But did you see the inside of it? Like the tunnels?
In the daytime, all I've seen, Jess, is everything's washed out. So I cannot see any of the
Even on the inside?
Yeah, the sun's coming in on both. Well, it comes in from the back and it blows everything out. So I can't see.
I got to show you a different video.
Okay, then tell me what you're thinking.
Disney went cheap. God awful cheap.
Oh, okay.
They're like plastic stick figure, like plastic people in the attraction. That's all it is. They don't do anything. Like they could have done so much more with Coaster. They could have done so much more with visual effects inside the tunnels. Mm-hmm. You know, like Jack once you get up, like Jack running through the tunnel, like with you, like a visual effect. They didn't do that. Instead, they just did like.
But wouldn't that be lost during the daytime?
No, because it's enclosed.
But but what I've seen so far in the daytime is and it's because it's a camera point of view. I don't obviously get the best version of it, so I have to see it in real time. But
yeah, which is true.
It looks like the sun blows out any lighting that's there.
And we were supposed to have this area too. Like if you remember, like in the picture, that we had
in the Helix.
No. What the like when you're walking down, like to get to it, it was supposed to look like. Edna's.
Yeah, like Edna's.
Her house or
yeah.
her whatever it is. It doesn't look like that.
What does it look like?
They didn't do it. I don't know what it looks like, but they didn't do that. Remember, it was supposed to look like this.
Yeah, it's supposed to look like you're going into Edna's, and it was kind of like the theming with it.
Yeah, the theming, and it would have been amazing.
Yeah,
but they didn't do that.
Yeah,
and
the concept was amazing.
Super duper cheap, but they went really cheap, and the figures are just like plastic pieces, like glued on to the stupid inside of the tunnels. Mm-hmm. And it's just not okay. And I'm not thrilled. I told Shannon, I said, we're not waiting in line if it's more than 45 minutes. And I showed her pictures, and she goes, yeah, no, we're not. Like, there's no reason.
Well, I told Udi that if we do go on it, let's make that a nighttime thing.
I'd be okay with the nighttime one because...
Well, there's only one caveat to that for me, though. As I said before, I don't like being there when it's dark. I'd rather be at Disneyland.
Which
infinitely
is true.
better. Well, no, I mean...
Infinitely better.
No, what we could do, I already have the idea. We can do Credit Coaster and Cars Land at night, or I'm sorry, Radiator Springs, and we can peace out after that.
Sure.
Because Radiator Springs at night's fun.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we rode it at night.
I don't know. I was looking for a picture to show you guys. I mean, even for our listeners, you guys know. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen video and you've seen footage. It's awful.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm trying to go in it as blind as possible.
Don't.
So I can take No, I want to because I want to be able to have a true reaction instead of a
you
previous.
need to have a previous biased reaction with me.
No.
Yes.
No.
Can I show Mark then?
Yeah,
Mark.
you can
Hey,
show.
if Mark wants to see it, hey,
Yeah,
I don't control him. He can do what he wants.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. That's not good.
No. It looks awful. Trying to see if I can...
That's Six Flags Discovery Kingdom-esque.
Yeah, like, it's just, like, and you can see right
No,
there, see?
yeah, but
Like,
see...
what is that?
Okay, but I guarantee you at night that will look a lot better. The lighting will.
Mark, you better hope it does.
Okay.
Because if it doesn't, then I'm quitting the podcast.
Okay. Oh. Okay, Jen.
JK, LOL.
This marks the last episode.
Because Moody knows it's going to look like garbage.
Because I know you. That's
But
why.
yeah, it just doesn't look good, guys. So anyways, I'm done.
Okay. Well, no, that's fine. And we will see how it looks.
I'm glad you're on the soapbox.
Yeah, it's been my week, you know. So I'm over it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So a little venture over to World of Disney and Downtown Disney.
Yay.
On the other end of the shopping complex, the west half, this is what we're talking about. This article picked up about talking about the disarray of Downtown Disney, and I guess we'll see how much it is when we go down.
Oh, it's going to be a nightmare. I'm expecting it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, the west half of the World of Disney store reopened last week following a lengthy refurbishment. The east side of the store is now closed so crews could complete the transformation. The newly opened half of the store sports a new industrial warehouse style with exposed brick walls, tile floors, and distressed wood accents. This seems at odds with the heavily craftsman design influence of the Grand California Hotel, which is located there.
Which is cool.
Yeah. Disney removed all of the oversized character icons from the exterior of the store, leaving just the World of Disney signs. Inside, the character references are much more subtle. But be sure to look out on the tops of the cash register counters when you check in. Okay, we'll check that out. The project will be complete in the fall of 2018 when the other half, the eastern half of the store, reopens to the public. So I guess we'll have time to walk through that and check that stuff out.
Yeah, that'll be what Shannon and I are doing.
Okay.
Late that night.
Okay. So the last story is, this is the one that Jess really wants to get into, is future Star Wars Story spinoffs are on hold at Lucasfilm. Is that still true? Okay. It may
as far
be,
as I know, yeah.
It may be a while before we see any more movies like Solo or Star Wars Story. Clearly, I'm reading this. I'm just out of Lucasfilm. Sources with a knowledge of the situation, Brad Udi, tell Collider that Lucasfilm has decided to put plans for a Star Wars Story spin-off movies on hold, instead opting to focus their attention on Star Wars Episode 9, which is really what they should do, and what the next trilogy of Star Wars films will be after that film. Sources tell us that the previously rumored Obi-Wan movie which was in active development,
Hurts.
but those who are working on the film are no longer involved. It was recently reported that Logan filmmaker James Mangold was in early talks to write and direct the Boba Fett film.
Yeah, a movie you were anticipating highly.
Yeah, right. But that was before Solo's release. This news comes in the wake of the disappointing launch of Solo, which was only Lucasfilm's second Star Wars Story spinoff, but which received mixed positive reviews and fell short of box office expectations. Mm-hmm. The film scored $84.4 million on opening weekend and grossed $192.8 million domestically, and just shy of $340 million worldwide in 4 weeks, which is nothing to scoff at, but is far, far lower than the performance of other Star Wars movies at this benchmark. For comparison's sake, Rogue One opened to $155 million and had grossed $424 million domestic by week 4. To put it simply, while Solo did fine by blockbuster standards, it wasn't the event that Lucasfilm expected out of a brand new Star Wars film. And you know why? Because what happened in between those two films?
Yeah.
Yeah, The Last Jedi came out and fizzled out.
Yeah, and fizzled. I mean, the way... I'll just go back to it. If Star Wars fails, it's that you can point to that pivotal moment. Mm-hmm. You can point that, while I enjoyed parts of that film as a whole now, like I think I've said it a few times now, over different shows and both here and in my other one, that I've gotten to a point where I really do not like that movie.
Oh, okay.
I've watched it enough now. I've had enough time to sit and formulate. It's been like a year.
Has it been a year now?
No, it hasn't. But I really genuinely just like that movie and everything it did for the Star Wars franchise. I mean, I was trying to be positive before, but yeah, no, you can point straight out at it and go, this is the point. Mm-hmm. And so right now, I understand people have gone overboard going after Rian Johnson, but it's him and Kathleen Kennedy that have taken the ship and gone hard right, actually I'm going to go hard left.
Yeah, there we go.
They've gone hard left, and people are now going, no, we don't want to see that in our Star Wars. No, we don't want to see that messaging. We don't want to see anything in there.
No.
Yep. Anyway, so that's what it is. So yeah, no.
Okay, L3. I've had enough of you tonight.
Oh my gosh! For anyone who's seen that movie, L3, worst part ever.
Worst part ever.
Worst Star Wars character in history, L3.
Yes, much worse than Jar Jar Binks.
Much worse than Jar Jar Binks. But thank to the heavens above, it was a very short-lived stint.
Yeah. Okay. So that's actually the news. We're all cheery today, clearly.
It's all Jess's fault.
The sky is falling. Okay, so since this is episode 64, let's talk about what happened in 1964.
It was a good year.
For a good year. It was for the Walt Disney Company. 1964 was an important year, arguably the most significant year in the company's long and storied history. At least that's what we think. For starters, Disneyland, Walt's Dream Park, where parents and children could have fun together.
I've heard of that place.
And where dreams come true, Udi. Mm-hmm. All your dreams will come true there. All right? If you are a dreamer, where are you going to go? You're not going to Knott's. You're not going to Starbucks, are you, for your dreams?
No.
Okay. You're going to Disneyland.
Yep.
Because that's where dreams come true. Anyways, they were preparing for its 10th anniversary, or its 10th annual, as Disney advertising manager Jack Lindquist dubbed it. For a park that was derided as Disney's folly by most amusement park experts, who said it didn't have a chance of surviving 6 months. Disneyland's 10th birthday would be a momentous occasion. But that was the tip of the iceberg when it came to Disney in the year 1964. The first was the release of the movie Mary Poppins, which starred Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. In that movie, Disney cleverly gave moviegoers a taste of his new entertainment tour de force. Tour de force. I like that phrase, tour de force. I like putting words in front of that phrase. It's true. I do. I do. Like Udi is a bike builder tour de force.
Yep.
You are. I mean, you are a tour de force.
Guys are ridiculous.
You look at my latest Instagram post.
I saw it. I already said something about that. Yeah.
Oh, did you? Did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could be a In-N-Out Burger iced tea tour de force.
You are.
Because I am drinking that
Yeah.
right now.
You
And
are.
then Jess can be a never mind.
Jess, can I ask a nice
Yeah,
question?
come on.
If you were to give yourself a name, what kind of tour de force would you be
Right now,
right now? You can keep it clean, Jess.
no
hating
swear-
the world.
No.
You can't be a
swear
hating the world tour de force.
why not?
Oh, we got to come up with that. You listeners, go on Instagram and let us know what kind of tour de force Jess is. Okay.
Lord have mercy.
But Udi is a bike building tour de force.
He really is. You
And
told
he-
me to keep it clean. What was I gonna say?
I know.
I don't know
right?
what you were going to say.
I know. You say keep it clean. You're like, well, that took everything.
Well,
I was
there
gonna
goes
say
the
away.
fun and love.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
So I always get derailed by the tour de force. So, anyways, in this movie, audio animatronics is their tour de force. The scene where Miss Andrews sings a spoonful of sugar while holding a robin in her hand, the wires which controlled the bird were actually hidden under Mrs. Andrews' blouse, showed a glimpse of the exciting new technology which would transform Disney parks and attractions forevermore. That technology would take center stage in April of 1964 when the New York World's Fair swung open its gates in Flushing Meadows, Queens. The Disney company was tasked with creating 4 shows for the fair. Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln
Yeah.
for the Illinois State Pavilion, the Carousel of Progress inside the General Electric exhibit, the Ford Motor Company's Magic Skyway, and It's a Small World. All those things showed up.
Skyway.
Well, no, not the Skyway.
I know, but you said Skyway. So
Yeah,
my
that's
mind
something
goes
else.
back there right away every time.
Well, the Ford Motor Company's Magic Skyway actually became the technology became the Omnimover type of track, which you would see in Adventures Through Inner Space and Haunted Mansion. Okay, yeah, and of course, It's a Small World came out that year too.
I don't even know what that is.
I've never heard of that place.
Okay, let's see. What was going on in Disneyland? The only thing I've written down is Tomorrowland Jets, 1964. Had a new name for the original attraction after corporate sponsor disagreements. After its closure, the original attraction was dismantled and the Carousel of Progress Theater was built on that site. The building now houses Star Wars Launch Bay and Superheroes headquarters. Is that even accurate? No headquarters superheroes there. Where am I getting this information
No,
from?
wasn't it? It was for a bit.
Yeah, but not now.
No.
No, it was a long time
Okay.
ago.
All right. So I don't know. I kind of.
Upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah, it was upstairs. It was
Still
split.
is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they didn't take that out. I don't support that.
Yeah, it's still upstairs.
I don't support that stuff. Okay, so that's the news, and that was not a pretty read.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
It's a rough opening.
We're a little rusty.
We are.
Well, we're not rusty. We're just like the mood is dark and dire, which is fine because you know what's going to happen in a week. We're all going to be in a much, much, much better mood.
We will be.
We will be. You need to stop that.
I'm tired. I'm sorry.
I know.
You're a yawning tour de force.
Yeah, that's what I am.
No, I got something better than that. All right, so that is the news. So let's go to something a little more cheery, right? You want one with Jess?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
I'm going to go get a drink.
Okay, bye.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome, welcome,
Welcome to 101 with Jess, where we see the magic of Disney through the eyes of a passionate guardian of Walt's legacy.
All right. Well, welcome back, everyone,
I wasn't lying.
to 101 with Jess.
I'm going.
No, you're not.
I am.
Sit your butt down. So, as usual, we always start out with a This Day in Disney history. And we're going to do more than one because I promised somebody that I would do more than one. So I'm going to give you a few things that happened on this day.
Okay.
So, which today is what? July 7th?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here.
7/7.
Oh, it is, huh? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, July 7th of 1971, animator and technical genius Ub Iwerks passes away at the age of 70 in Burbank, California. First meeting Walt Disney in 1919, Iwerks contributed to many of the early Mickey Mouse classics like Plane Crazy, Steamboat Willie, and Gallopin' Gaucho. He also invented the first multi-plane camera in 1933, a device used for, that device that used 4 layers of flat artwork before a horizontal camera to give animation depth. Iwerks built the device out of parts from an old Chevy.
Have you seen one?
We have.
Yeah, I don't know how many of those there are.
I don't know.
But that was pretty impressive. That was one that was working, or could have been working. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that was awesome. And then let's see here on July 7th, 1997, Disneyland's monorail begins operating in one direction only due to the construction of Disney's California Adventure. Oh. And then let's see. Do I want to give you one more if I can find something? No, not really. Nope, that's it. No. So those are the 2 that I'll give you. Dan, that second one was for you.
Okay.
So this week on 101, it's kind of just a bunch of kind of stuff thrown together. Okay.
Okay.
So let's start off with. Let me open up our Facebook page here. So let's start off with the one that I was going to do a few weeks ago, but I really didn't get any feedback. And I wasn't expecting much just because it's something we've already done, but I just wanted to see if anybody's opinions or anything has changed or new listeners.
Okay.
And now it's not loading. Oh, gosh. Please load. Okay, fine, don't load.
Oh.
Go ahead, Mark.
We need to do LTP therapy tonight.
I know we do.
Okay. Shoot, I didn't say that in the intro.
That's okay.
But we will get to that today.
That's okay. People will still listen.
They will listen.
If we record it, they will come.
Oh, there you go.
Name that movie.
That line specifically doesn't exist in a movie.
You know what it's from.
Where it's derived from, yeah.
Okay, I don't have anything. So, it's on Instagram. So, I wanted to know what people thought, if they had any new fun bloopers that you... from Mark, or from us.
Okay.
So, I think I just had a few, because I responded.
We could.
Yeah. So, this one... let's see here. Whoa, these are smaller than I thought. That's what she said. And then they put another comment that said, and the steak bargain too. And then
the what?
The steak. Talking about my 15-cent steaks.
Pretty good size steak.
Yeah, you know.
16 cents.
And so then, let's see. This was Aaron says, I love all the bloopers. They are hilarious. It's hilarious how they make up a very weird and funny conversation. I definitely look forward to listening to them and trying to figure out which ones are new. Hashtag LTP for life.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And then Fernando said, drink your alcohol that's way too strong. Because we've all been there while drunk. You start saying something and then you forget that you're saying, only to finish what you're saying in a way that sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
Here, kitty. Because instead of reminding me of pirates, it sounds like something out of It type horror movie that you'd hear before being viciously eaten by a monster alien shark / whatever. And let you see my monkeys bit, because if you're new to the LTP, you're like, WTF is going on? And if you're an old timer who knows all the inside jokes, you're still like, WTF is going on? It's something that we can all share together.
Who's that? Fernando?
Fernando.
Yeah, I agree, because when I hear that, I go, what were we even talking about?
I'll show you my Fantasmic. I'll show you my monkeys.
Oh, that's
and you're
right.
like, you're what?
You're
Because
what?
it was before they changed.
Yeah, we were talking about that, and it was all about the conversation about the Fantasmic monkeys. Yeah.
Oh, I have no control over that.
No.
Yeah, exactly. So that was that one.
Oh,
and
okay.
then, I thought those were funny. Just to get a few out of people. And then I posted, and then on our Facebook page, now we're switching gears. Like I said, it's kind of just a jumble with a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I put, hey, LTP family, the whole LTP crew will be in the parks in 1 week. We're all so excited. What are some things you would like to see us do while we're there?
Oh, goodness.
Show us your monkeys?
Jose.
Oh, Jose.
Says, live. Go live.
Oh.
when you go onto It's a Small World.
Yeah, go ahead. I won't be there,
Yes,
but hey,
you will.
no.
And I said, done.
Okay.
And then Michael.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yep. And Michael said, eat at the Blue Bayou and like it. Ha ha. Just kidding. Sort of.
You can do that. Yeah, no.
And then he said, or you can occupy Tomorrowland with shirts and signs saying, make Tomorrowland great again.
Done.
And then he said, loudly boo at the new scene in Pirates. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. We could do that.
Ooh, that one might be, yeah.
Yeah, Jose said, yell, we wants the redhead at the auction scene.
Oh, yeah?
And then May said, try out mobile.
Who?
May?
Okay.
Oh, is that a new listener?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Try out mobile food ordering. Get some quirky PhotoPass photos all together and post them. Ride Big Thunder Mountain during the fireworks. And I said, done, done, and done.
Yep.
Well, the last one might be hard to do, but
We'll try.
with the timing. But the first two, she wants us to. I assume it's
Mobile ordering.
mobile ordering.
So we're
So we'll
talking
try
about,
that.
right?
Yeah.
And
Ice cream?
Yes, I'll do that.
Ice cream? Okay.
And then quirky PhotoPass pictures, like from a cat, like have a cast member take pictures of all of us.
Photo. Oh, gotcha. I understand.
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you have that with your
I
AP?
don't
Okay.
do quirky.
Quirky. Well, you're going to
you will do it.
because we said you would.
Yes.
I like how all these decisions are being made by Jess that I apparently have no
Don't
say
you
in.
love it?
I don't. I really don't.
The listeners do.
I know they do. And
So yeah, so that was all I had.
Okay.
For 101, but I just thought and we'll still get more things from people, and it'll be quite fun, and yeah, it'll be great. So that's all I have for 101. She was very simple today.
Yeah. Well, it's a getaway week.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
it'll be a good time. I feel like there was something else. Oh, Dan got his book. Did you guys see the picture he posted on
Instagram?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so yeah, he got his book.
I did.
Yeah, and it was
I'm glad you like it, Dan.
He
Awesome.
loves it.
Congrats
Yeah.
again.
It was really cool.
And
I
you know
liked
what
it a lot.
a great thing about that is that, well, first off, Jim Corkish is great for doing that.
Oh my gosh, he's amazing.
And we'll have him back on again for sure. But hey, Dan, I know you're listening. It makes me happy. It literally makes me very, very happy to see how happy you were to get that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, we help facilitate this. And that's really what all this is about. Not all the Pixar Pier nonsense and stuff that I talk about, but that kind of stuff is making people happy.
Yeah, that was amazing. I saw that picture and I just started grinning because I was like, dude, how amazing is that? I mean, that's cool. I mean, we just by stroke of whatever luck, I guess, if you want to use that. But yeah, we're just here to try to make everybody, try to have fun and create a family, and we're doing it. And
we're doing it a day at a time.
One day at a time, one show at a time, one listener at a time, just creating a family.
Yeah.
And thank you for being a part of that.
Yeah.
Shannon, go ahead.
We are making Disney Happy Memories tour de force.
God have mercy.
I'm going to keep using that.
13, I asked her about the why you wouldn't be an Imagineer. And she goes, wasn't it something to do with the Incredicoaster? She's like, I can't quite remember. So it was something to do with the Incredicoaster and how bad it was. And that was number something why
76?
Mark would never be an Imagineer.
Yeah.
I feel there's like a T-shirt in there somewhere.
Sure.
It would be so cool.
It'd be the longest thread of reasons.
We can just add to it. You can just write on it.
Like a tornado type of thing where like, another one. Anyway.
I think that'd be great. But anyway, so that was 101. She was very plain and simple today, but it works.
Okay. All right. Before we get into the news, let's do our new section, LTP Therapy.
Yay. Welcome to LTP Therapy. The doctors will see you now.
So, Jess, who was our first patient for today?
Our first patient today is Patrick.
Oh, Patrick. Let's talk about what Patrick's bringing himself in for today.
All right, so Patrick says, it's been a month since I've been inside the park. And I didn't even stay for that long. I just went to try and get one of those root beer floats with the Woody boot, which were sold out at the time. I went to try to get one, and before that, I think it was when I met up with Storybook Jess and 13 for drinks at Carthay Circle. What is wrong with me? I can't be burnt out from it since I'm a CM. I wonder if it's because I'm anticipating the land we've all been waiting for.
Patrick, you really are going through a hard time with this. And, I can feel you on this. I think, first off, you have to be okay with yourself and all this. It's only been a month. You need to give it some time. Now, I know that we're going to be there in a week, so I'm hoping we can cheer you up and show you some stuff and maybe even take you on Splash Mountain, because I know you haven't done that yet. But
that could be some good therapy.
But Patrick, really, what you're feeling is normal for someone, in your situation. You are a cast member. Yet you have not been in the park in a month. That's got to be really hard on you, right?
I think so.
I think it would be hard.
I think that would be a struggle.
So I think what you should do between now and then is maybe just walk in slowly, maybe just do something, just one small thing, like take the train, the Disneyland Railroad around the park, and then leave immediately after that.
I like that.
Because you don't want to be overwhelmed with the stress with that. But it's okay if you are, Patrick. I mean, it really is. I think we'll get through this together. And oddly enough, we'll be checking in with you next week to see how this goes.
I think that's really what he misses. He misses us.
I think he misses you.
Oh, I think so.
I think that's what is going on.
He's going to wear a shirt with my face on it. He
is. And we're going to go on Splash Mountain. And I think that might change, Patrick. That will change your outlook. But again, this is going to be a process for you that you just got to knock this out inch by inch. And in your case, land by land. But I think you're going to be okay, Patrick.
Mm-hmm. Don't take it all in at once.
And we will get that root beer float for you.
Yes, in the Woody boot.
In the Woody boot, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that's it.
And the splendid time will be had by all. Jess, do we have another patient for today?
We do. Patrick, we will bill you. Okay, our next one is, let's see who this is from.
Gosh, I'm shaking up.
This is from Daniel.
Oh, Daniel.
So, Diz Geek Podcast, Daniel.
Oh, yes, Daniel Hale.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He says, well, I moved over 2,000 miles away, and all kind of cool things are happening there now. I'm starting to feel twitchy.
Twitchy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, I've seen this before. The Disney withdrawal twitch. It's a known thing.
Disney withdrawal twitch.
And when Disney does bad things that I don't like, I also get twitchy. Mm-hmm. So I can understand Daniel. And what do I know about you? I know you are from Santa Clarita. That's where I'm pretty sure you're from, and you're from that area, and you were an AP holder for many, many years. So, actually, Daniel, I have seen some of your vlogs lately, and you are doing something really, really creative where you are finding Disney stuff in your own hometown. And I think you're in North Carolina now, I'm guessing, and you've done a really cool thing with your daughter where you went to that Main Street down there and compared it to Main Street USA. Oh. I thought that was really good. So I think you're doing some self-medication there.
I like
getting your fix in there. But we live, 400 miles away or so?
422.
So that's a little less than
2,000 miles.
Yeah, about 1,600 miles less. And I can understand. I don't know. I think you're on the right track by doing your own little stuff, and I think you're just gonna have to plan another trip out there, and maybe thanks to Instagram and Facebook, you can watch live feeds now. Maybe just get your SoCal cohorts to do it for you. But anyways, Daniel, hang in there, and I look forward to the next podcast.
Yeah. Maybe some YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Some Disneyland YouTube videos. Those usually do the trick for me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we have one more.
Okay.
Yes. But we already kind of handled this one.
We did?
We did. It was from Dan.
Oh, a different Dan.
Yes.
Oh.
Dan. Our normal Dan. Or not our normal Dan, but our Dan. Mm-hmm. He says, you know what grinds my gears?
Ooh.
And really, really irks me? When Jess does not do this day in Disney history. How long does that take? Okay, I'm done venting. Love you guys.
Oh, Dan.
So I made it up to him by reading him a second one today, because I should have read one last week or last episode, but I didn't. So I'm sorry, Dan.
Okay.
But I hope I made it up to you.
That sounds like you did that.
I tried.
Dan, hang in there. Listen to the next episodes are going to probably in the next episode where we won't have one because we're going to be on the road.
I'll still give him one.
But after that, yeah, Jess will make sure that she does that and meets those requirements every episode.
Mm-hmm. I will. I promise.
Sorry, Dan, to let you down on that. But we will get to the top of that.
Udi, we haven't heard from you. Do you have something that you need to talk about?
No, because you guys are being so therapeutic, I was falling asleep in the corner.
Good.
No, because I'm more of a tough love guy, and you guys are being really sweet, and I'm just going to sit here because right now, Patrick, my words of encouragement to you are get up off your butt and get into the park. Don't. I'm going to go contrary to my friend Mark and just go spend a day. You're right there. You get in. Go. And then this kick, right?
Yeah,
Dan.
Daniel.
No, Dan. You're right on track, buddy. You keep it up, and you plan your trip, and you come back out. And then Ardan, you got your 101s, and Jess is taking care of you. So really, my biggest thing is Patrick. You got no excuse, buddy. I love you, but I'm gonna give you tough love. Get in there. And if you're not there in Splash Mountain with us, you're not gonna have.
He'll
words.
be there.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So I'm gonna go tough love on that one. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
But hey, love you.
All right, stay tuned for our next installment of LTP Therapy. Now let's go to our feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
Okay, so tonight we are talking about 5 Up and 3 Down for Fantasyland. So I have my list. I also put it out on Instagram. But I do want to say something real quick because I want to touch upon this is Alice in Wonderland. We would be remiss to not acknowledge that attraction turned 60 years old this year. And again, yet another reason why Disney Park in Anaheim rocks is that this is the only park with this attraction in it. So Alice in Wonderland, the same day that the sailing ship Columbia set sail in Frontierland, Alice in Wonderland debuted in Fantasyland June 14th, 1958. There had been plans to bring in an Alice in Wonderland walkthrough attraction in 1955, but budgetary restrictions forced this to be put on hold. The original walkthrough was planned to be in the space that would become the Fantasyland Theater, which is now Pinocchio's Daring Journey. Jess calls that Pin, but for the rest of us, we can know it as Pinocchio's Daring Journey. Walt Disney put Imagineer Clyde Coates on the task. It would be his first show credit. He had worked on the Alice in Wonderland film in 1951 as a background painter. He would go on to be an active designer in such attractions as Grand Canyon Diorama, Submarine Voyage, Carousel Progress, It's a Small World, Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, and others. Anyway, since this ride was designed much later than the original dark rides, they had learned a thing or two about what they wanted. For example, it was more dimensional with animated three-dimensional characters. Early ideas had the guests traveling on a deck of cards. Walt didn't like this idea, and he suggested using caterpillars. Coates designed these as a 5-person vehicles. Blaine Gibson, who's a sculptor, sculpted and molded a 3D model of this, which turned into a full-size clay model, which was used for the fabrication process. Bob Gurr helped with the engineering in that he purchased car frames from Aero Development out of Northern California, to which he added the caterpillar bodies. Guests would play the role of the lead character, and they purchased their tickets at a giant mushroom, boarded the caterpillar, and descended down the rabbit hole. The mushroom's still there, right? Yes.
Yeah, it's still there. It's like a storage area.
A storage thing now. In 1983, the ride was updated as part of an overall refurbishment of Fantasyland, as the upside-down and oversized rooms were eliminated and the Mad Hatter's unbirthday scene was moved to the very end of the ride. A new narration track by Catherine Beaumont, the original voice of Alice, was recorded. To create a more unified theming in Fantasyland, the Mad Tea Party attraction was relocated to the rear of Fantasyland to a spot adjacent to the Alice in Wonderland ride. Clearly, I'm not off the top of my head. That same year, the Alice in Wonderland attraction, however, did not reopen until 1984, 1 year after the rest of the new Fantasyland opened. The ride was temporarily closed on July 15th, 2010, after California's Department of Occupational Safety and Health, that would be OSHA, pointed out that it lacked handrails on the second floor, exterior track portion of the ride. The ride reopened with temporary safety rails on August 13th, 2010. On March 10th, 2014, the ride closed for an extended refurbishment. In addition to the regular maintenance, changes were made to the attraction's exterior. Walt Disney Imagineering also did some work on the ride's interior. The attraction officially reopened on July 4th, 2014, with several enhancements. Many scenes were updated with digitally projected images and effects, some of which include footage taken from the film, as well as some new animation. Finally, the Cheshire Cat figures received new special effects, and new figures of Alice were added to the Tulgey Wood and Mad Tea Party scenes. Did I say that right? Tulgey Wood and Mad Tea Party scenes. In addition, the second story exterior track path was widened, and themed safety railings were added to the left of the vehicle opening side of the path.
Shocker.
And there you have it. A very unhappy birthday to Alice's 60th. Yes. Okay. So, what do some of the listeners say about what they want?
Instagram.
I know I coaxed Annika to do it, so she added hers on there on Instagram. She's Blondie from day one.
Okay, we have quite a few.
Oh, we do? Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay. My wife loves Peter Pan. Or this is all aboard. My wife loves Peter Pan, but can't get enough of the Matterhorn. On our most recent trip, we got to ride Alice in Wonderland with our daughter, and I have a newfound respect for that attraction. As far as down, I can no longer do the Mad Tea Party, as it might cause a code V.
Yep.
Aaron said, Fantasyland is where we spend least amount of time. We've never been to Disneyland with children of our own, so we tend to stay out of there because of the crowds. However, I think we will visit the land in November once our son has turned 1. I do like how this land acts as a form of crowd control. People are more likely to hang out there than other places in the park. On the flip side, there are so many people and strollers. The Matterhorn is a plus, but it's a neck jerker. I am excited, though, to ride Storybook the next time we go. Hashtag LTP for life.
Nice.
And then...
That's LYFE, isn't it? Okay, good.
And then Karina, who is Aaron's wife, says, I honestly haven't spent a lot of time in the land in this land on my most recent visit. The older I have gotten, the less time I spend in Fantasyland. However, now that we have a little guy of our own, I absolutely cannot wait to bring him to this area of Disneyland and ride all the attractions with him. As of favorites, 1, the gray stuff at the Red Rose Tavern. I haven't personally ate at this spot, but I've had the gray stuff in Disney World and can attest to its deliciousness.
Okay.
I would love to hear your thoughts on the tavern, though. We'll have to go in. 2, Matterhorn bobsleds. 3, it's a small world. It's my favorite place to rest since it is long and has ample air conditioning. 4, the Mad Hatter. I always get a new set of ears or a hat every time I go.
No, that's cool.
And I love the variety that's there.
Yeah, that's a good tradition to have.
That is a good one.
As for general dislikes, the queue for Matterhorn bobsleds. I hate the way it wraps around the attraction. It always is too long and usually results in you standing in direct sunlight. 2, how ridiculously crowded it is. It's so hard to see the beautiful architecture and really enjoy this land when you are elbow to elbow with people and strollers. 3, how frightening Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is. I would love to know how the ride came to be. Guaranteed it has frightened some small children in its time. And then, Annika, things you should definitely do. 1, ride Matterhorn, preferably at nighttime on the beat track.
Word.
And I also say I did not coax her on any of this stuff.
All right.
I'm telling you.
2,
She knows your stuff.
She does.
make sure you see the evil queen peek outside the Snow White's scary adventure. 3, ride Peter Pan. Pro tip, wait outside behind the carousel after the fireworks to get in a shorter wait time. 4, Storybook Canal is a must. 5, take advantage. I'm sorry. Thank you. Take
You're
advantage of the secret pathway connecting Fantasyland and Frontierland.
Duh.
Things to avoid.
What did she say?
Do not eat at the restaurant.
Is that what it's supposed to say? Okay.
It says do my eat. But
Okay,
I'm
so
pretty sure
do not eat at the Red Rose Tavern. Way expensive and not good quality food.
Well, she's never been there, so I can tell her that. But we went there when it was the
Village House.
Yeah, the Village House, and it sucked.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no, this is not the fire-breathing dragon stuff. But this is we got hamburgers.
Oh yeah, no, Village House. Well, I'm gonna bring it up in my 3 Up and 3 Down, or 5 Up and 3 Down.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll bring it up. Yeah, I'll bring it up.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll bring up my
I
opinion
think
on
that's
it.
what she means because I have never taken her to Red Rose Tavern.
Okay. And then 2, never wait a full line for Peter Pan. And 3, avoid the carousel. The ride is very short and geared towards children.
Oh, that's interesting. Because she mentioned something else, but she didn't put it in there. Okay, that's cool.
And I think I don't have anything on Facebook. Let me double check.
Okay.
My phone is going to die, though. I don't have anything on Facebook.
Okay.
We're good to go.
Well, that's good. All right, so let's go through our 5 up and 3 down.
It's your turn, Udi. I went first last time. Oh, no, I didn't go first last time.
Corey
all
did.
aboard did, yeah.
So then it would be your...
Still you. Or no, it's Mark. We're back in circles.
No, wait. No, it is my turn because I finished last time. It's my turn to start.
Okay.
Okay. I will be more
What are
than...
we starting with? 5 up?
5 up.
5 up. I'm going to start off with a pretty basic one, the castle.
Okay.
The castle is iconic in every way, shape, or
We're
form.
not particular order here, right? Like
No.
greatest things.
Yeah, no. The castle is iconic. You see that castle silhouette, picture, whatever, you know instantly what we're talking about. No ifs, ands, or buts. So an iconic presence, an iconic entrance to a land, like I alluded to before in some of the episodes that we've been talking about, as the only land that can surpass as far as your entrance going into the land, it cannot be surpassed. Adventureland's fantastic. I've mentioned it, Frontierland also last episode.
Yes.
But this one takes the cake by far. The most awe-inspiring, iconic, and anyway, heap on all the positive words you can to that entrance into the land, but absolutely majestic and fantastic. Now, would I like it to be bigger? Paris is how much bigger?
I don't know.
It's small, relatively small, but doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. It has always been there. It represents Disney, and it will always represent Disney.
I agree.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So that's mine, yeah.
Okay. Well, I won't piggyback off you.
So what you're saying for guests to walk through the castle?
Yeah, you have to walk through the castle.
Okay.
You have to walk up, take your picture, or do whatever. You have to. I mean, if you don't do it, I'm like, what's wrong with you? You have to.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? And then walk through.
Okay.
Take that entrance. If you've never been to Fantasyland, take that entrance and do not go in one of the side ones. Don't do it. You're missing out. Walk through. I mean, you see it when you're coming down Main Street. It's right there. It's calling you, like, come here.
It's beckoning you.
It's beckoning. Come through.
It's a beckoning tour de force.
It is a beckoning tour de force. So yeah, I mean, every way, shape, or form, that is the greatest entrance into a land that you're going to find, bar none, anywhere.
Okay.
Period.
Jazz?
Storybook. Shocker.
I know. Wah, wah. Yep.
Because Walt loved it, and Walt had miniatures were particularly important to him, and you can see those throughout there, you know, and everything, even the plants and whatnot. And plus, I worked it, so I mean, it's just fantastic. It was fantastic. Right now, I don't really know.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
And I'm going to read them as I wrote them.
Okay.
So first thing that came to mind was Peter Pan. And I disagree with Annika about that. You should wait, 45 minutes is probably the maximum, but I still think if 50 minutes, you would still wait for that, because I think it's one of those things that ties everything together over there. And I like it as an ending attraction, but I just think it's always busy for a reason, because people want to go to air quote like Neverland, and I just think it's one of those can't misses for Fantasyland. Okay,
I agree. Now I'm going to go off and we're just talking about it. Red Rose Tavern, formerly Village House. Now, yeah, don't eat there. You don't want to eat there. The food is meh at best, but you do want to go and hang out there. It is a good place. I've said it before. We recorded from it.
We did.
See,
And and I like it. I like it. I've said it before. If I want to sit and just kind of chill in a spot, I go there. I don't know why it is, because I feel like I'm in Fantasyland, the heart of Disneyland, and it's not necessarily that it's the Village House. It's where it is, and I just feel like I can be here. I can watch people. I can see the joy of kids running through. I mean, it can be loud and annoying, yeah, sometimes a lot of people out, obviously, but you have the carousel there. You can look over and see, the canal boats, and you can see all that wonderfulness just right there. You're not that far from anything. and it's just great to be there. And I can just sit there, hang out, get a soda, and just park myself down for an hour and just kind of chill.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's obviously much more quiet areas to go when we've talked about it that you can go kind of wind down in the park. But I want to go there, and when I go there, it's to feel the park. It's to feel the energy coming because that's the heart of it. So Fantasyland, for as much as little time as I spend there, I still recognize what it is. So that's why it's one of my ups because it's a place where I can sit and enjoy and look and understand the joy of the land. And it's a very innocent joy. That's why I like it too. It's youthful, it's joyful, it's innocence, it's just purity. And so that's why I like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Does it change if you sit indoors or outdoors for you?
No.
Okay.
I would prefer outdoors if possible, just because you get the vibe of there. But indoors, it's fine. Indoors is a little bit more noisy just because of different kind, because people don't always understand. They're coming in to eat. They're not there to do what I do. I'm there to kind of take in stuff.
Gotcha.
So I would prefer it to be outside. I enjoy much more being outside. And if I'm going to do that, have a water or soda and just sit outside and just kind of feel that. It's much better to be outside than inside.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and honestly, I haven't even looked at what their menu is now, but it's nothing that probably...
It changes too.
It changes too. I mean, but the thing is, there's other things I'd rather eat there. But who knows? We'll take a look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you said the castle, and I do agree with you, but I'm more of a inside the castle. Like when you say you said walk through it, but I can just go and sit in there.
Okay.
And just listen to When You Wish Upon a Star play over and over again, and watch people walk by. And like the little kids and how they get so excited, but then you can also watch the people that don't really pay attention to the detail and pay attention to the things that are happening or going around them, and kind of take it for granted. So, inside, I could sit there. That's one place I wouldn't miss.
Okay. The second thing I wrote down was storybook, and I think this is another can't miss because it. Not because Jess worked at it.
Lies. That's the only reason.
The only reason why. But but it was for a reason. Well, I know Ariel loves this ride. I think it's her favorite attraction, and we've been on it at nighttime and daytime and dusk. And to me, it's better at nighttime. Just my personal thing because it's just more tranquil. But and so I've kind of got into it because I know that she likes it. And but the thing is, exactly what Jess said. Walt liked this. So I like to think about when I'm on that, I like to think about what was Walt getting from this? What was triggering on in his mind that he connected here? So that's what I think about. All these things, and it's just, and all the detail that they have put into that, and it's like a labor of love just to maintain that thing. And yeah, in fact, no offense, Jess, I don't even listen to what people are saying when they're on there.
Well, I don't either anymore.
Oh, the Cave of Wonders. I don't care about that. I'm just looking at the lights. And what's the park there?
You would have listened if I was the one talking.
I would have. What's the park where Peter Pan is there? In the middle? London Park?
No.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do, and I'm waiting for
My brain is not.
Do you know?
I don't know what it is, but I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember what it's called.
Why is my brain not
It isn't
functioning?
called London Park?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
And my brain's not. I can't think of it right now.
Okay. But it's like in the middle.
Yeah, where all the ducks poop.
Yes, yeah, okay. Well, that part, yeah. So, anyways, I think Storybook Canal Boats is a... You've got to put that into your itinerary for there.
Oh, 110%.
Okay.
I have to.
Okay.
I'm going to have to figure out what it's called now. Maybe it is London Park. I don't know. All right, Ooty Booty.
Okay, so I'm going to mention this now, even though it's no longer there. I think you know.
Okay, now.
You know what I'm talking
I know
about,
what he's
right?
talking about.
Everyone listen.
Skyway. The fact that you could get from the Skyway to Tomorrowland.
That's your favorite thing about it right now?
Well, no. I'm going to say it now, but I'm saying, even though it's gone, I'm saying it now.
London Park.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So I enjoyed that. I think I mentioned before, being able to jump on the Skyway and go up back and forth, coming into Fantasyland from Tomorrowland, nothing better. There was nothing better because it was going into Tomorrowland was fine, but it was not nearly as good as coming into Fantasyland from Tomorrowland and the Skyway. Just, and at night with the lights and everything and the people and the carousel and everything you saw, to my mind, I'm like, I still remember looking over and looking down and seeing everything and just being excited that we're going to go there.
Yep. Yeah.
And I miss it. Oh, I miss it so much, and I wish it would come back. It's never going to come back. But
No.
But yeah, I mean, that was by far one of my favorite things of Fantasyland. Just being able to come in through the Skyway and land and come in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to shed a little tear. I want to silent moment. I need LTP therapy for that.
It just dawned on me all of a sudden because you were saying like you have to enter Fantasyland through the castle as the best way. And then I was thinking, well, coming through Thunder Trail is actually pretty cool too.
It is, but not as.
But I think coming to Fantasyland through the Matterhorn, to me, is better than the castle.
That's gone now.
That's just to me.
There's a good argument for that either way. I mean, now it's kind of moot because we don't have that option. But
it is moot.
It's moot. But but yeah, no. If that was still around, that would have been a hard one to go back and forth on.
Yes.
I think the only thing that it makes going through the castle and entering is the iconic status of the castle. I think that's really the only thing that makes it
I agree.
like that notch just above it. So, yeah.
Okay. Number 3.
Wow.
Number 4. Are we 3 or 4?
This is 3.
That was 3, yeah.
You guys just pumped the brakes.
Okay.
Calm down.
That was number 3. Okay. I forgot already.
That's 3.
Okay.
So this one, nobody's really going to understand or
I don't get it.
agree with me over. But it would have to be right outside of Pinocchio where the cast members go in and out to go like to work. So like to go into the attraction, to operate the attraction.
Now where you at?
Okay.
There's so like if you're looking at Pinocchio from the front to the left-hand side, there's like 2 little steps that you just walk up, and then there's a gate, and it puts you into the attraction.
Yeah.
And so you can like stand there and look, and you can see everything. But right there, I could sit there for hours. In fact, I have, and just sit and just listen to Fantasyland and listen to the music, watch the people walk by. It's a clear shot at Peter Pan. I think I actually have a picture.
Oh. No, I totally get that. I totally get that.
That's my peaceful spot.
I get it, but now, but I can't, in my mind's eye, figure out where is there a bench that faces that attraction?
It's not a bench.
Oh, what is it?
No, I'm sitting on a stair. Like I sit on a stair.
Oh, I see. I see what you're talking about. Gotcha. Okay.
So like and I have a picture of it, and I'll have Mark post it. It's just from where I sit, and you can look at Peter Pan, and it's my happy place. And I thought I had a picture, but apparently I don't, and I deleted it. So that's reassuring. But yeah, I'll have to find it, and you guys can post it. It's just there it is.
Okay.
So that would be the view from.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So and it's just I sit there on that step and I just sit.
That's why I know. I totally
put that in there.
understand that. I get that.
I'll send you I took that picture. I love that picture.
So you do it for the same reason I go over to
Exactly.
Village. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally get it.
Okay.
So I just sent it to you, Mark, so you can have it.
Excellente. All right. Number 3, I put as essential is the Matterhorn, because again, this is the only park in the Disney portfolio that has this attraction, and it's when you're there, it's a unique experience to go on that. And I mean, I can go on for a long time about this attraction. It's just got everything on it for me. So I'm not happy with the fast pass situation with that now.
Oh, come on, Mark. Why not?
Well, you know why. Anyways, so yeah, it's one of those things, and just even if you don't want to ride it, I understand, but just it's very photogenic, and even at night, it's spectacular and iconic, and maybe a little more scary at night, but yeah. Anyways, so Matterhorn bobsleds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move on to mine. It's going to be Peter Pan.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to disagree with Annika too about and what you mentioned. The ride, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of a long line, and the downer is kind of the cue, kind of how it teases, and we've talked about it before. But overall, how can you not ride Pan?
You've got to.
You have to ride Pan. Everything about it and everything. Oh man, it's just fantastic. I mean, as a kid, riding it, one of my favorites, and through today, it is timeless in every sense of the word. Any refurbishment they haven't gone through and kind of butchered it or made it horrible. They've maintained the heart of it, and It's fantastic. You have to ride it. Every kid has to ride it. Every adult, everybody has to ride that ride. It makes total sense why there's long lines because you have to ride it. So just it'll always be on my to-do. And if I don't go, it is one of those things that I would miss. I wouldn't feel right if I didn't ride it.
I agree.
I agree.
And her pro tip is correct on that too. You got to wait till after fireworks. We didn't. In fact, we just discovered that the other time. With her, so.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. Before.
Uh-oh.
I just didn't want to backtrack, or I didn't want to piggyback. But Pan.
Okay.
Like,
add to that.
well, Pan has I won't wait in line. See, you guys say you have to do it. I don't have to do it. Like, if I miss Pan for a year, I miss Pan for a year.
What?
Like, I
You're
just don't
crazy.
have to. But it's a fantastic ride. But I think working there, I feel like this might be, it's an up, but it's a down for me because I don't know. I don't need to ride it, but I love it. And people that have never, if you have never rode it, you need to do it. So I'll put it that way. Sorry, I'm boring you. If you haven't rode it,
I
do
it
it.
to you all the time,
and before
apparently.
you know it, they'll have fast passes. So don't you worry.
Oh my God, no.
They'll have fast passes. Don't you worry.
No.
Okay.
So you got to do Pan. But it'll be better once they make the boats double seaters.
Yes. Are they doing that?
No, I'm just hoping.
That would be intelligent of them to do because that would.
That's how it was in Shanghai, and it was very helpful.
And go very, very fast.
Doesn't like one of the aren't they called like galleons or something, or what are they? No, are they called boats? What are they called?
I think they're
boats. But you know how like when it just finishes the attraction and it comes around and it turns left, doesn't it always bang into the wall?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, not into the wall, but into the
rail,
the bottom.
Yeah,
it's underneath because it's your bottom piece.
The guide
underneath it. That's your guide rail that
okay.
it kind of connects with, and it's
Yeah.
I love it.
You get a little.
Yeah.
I love
little
it.
thrill ride going on. Number 4 for me, and it pains me to say this.
Oh boy.
But I think again, I'm coming to the perspective of you want to just see everything that's important to Fantasyland is you have to go on It's a Small World. Even though I do not like the attraction, it's not my thing.
Udi, you know it's true though.
But you know, Michael Bowling said it best when he said that this is really what Walt Disney was trying to get the message through. It really is. We're all in this thing together, and you know, and it's just it's the happiest cruise that's ever sailed, right? Is that what it says? And yeah, believe me, I think it's kitschy, and I think it's almost a waste of time for me at this age in my life. But other people go, oh yeah, it's happy, and it puts you in it should put you in a good mood. But and do it at night or do it during the holidays. It's really cool. But again, it's one of those things where you just kind of go, okay, I'm gonna take one for the team and go on.
You have to.
Yeah.
Take one for the team.
Yeah.
Udi will be doing that.
Oh, he'll do it. It's just
he'll be doing it. It'll be great.
Anyway, it's just one of those things you have to do because I think the message far outweighs the nonsense that goes with that attraction.
Yep.
Okay. Plus, they have a new queue they just opened up, right?
I know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I haven't been looking. I didn't look, so I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. Udi, stay awake.
All right, Udi, your last one.
Shut your mouth. Okay. So my last one would be Matterhorn. So without belaboring, going far into it, again, a lot of things in Fantasyland are going to be iconic, and I mentioned it before. Matterhorn as a kid growing up, it represented the thrill of anticipation that we're getting to the park. You can see it. It was the one thing sticking up above the skyline.
Yep.
And I think I mentioned before, we'd be in the car, we're driving down, and you're looking out the right window, just waiting to see that silhouette. And whenever you saw that silhouette, it was just like, oh my God, we're almost there.
Yep.
And the excitement ratcheted to like 11, It was just ecstatic that we were there. So it has always represented that to me, the fact that we were at Disney. We were there. We were going there. We were within 30 minutes of being inside the park. And That's never gone away, ever. Like when we go down on Saturday, what am I going to be doing? You're going to see me, Mark. I'm going to be like, looking out the right one. I'm like, over there.
I'm doing the same thing.
Over there. We're both going to be driving.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, we're going to be looking out like, over there. And once you see it, it brings me back to being a kid. And I just love it for that. Obviously the ride itself is fun. I remember being scared out of my gourd as a little kid with the Abominable Snowman.
Yep.
Going, oh my gosh, it's scary. And then the 2 times I remember not knowing that it was there. First time I saw it, it freaked me out because they're like, oh crap, like what was that?
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that aspect of it. A little rough ride, but who cares at that point? So that has always been one of my favorite, if not my favorite attraction out of Fantasyland would be that. It's a hard bounce back and forth between that and Peter and Pan.
Interesting.
So Matterhorn is it's just fantastic. Even though they closed it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was much more. It was much more exciting when you had the Skyway going through. I'm going to keep on saying that, and I'm never going to get tired of saying it.
Say it one more time.
It was better when Skyway went through it.
Okay. I just wanted to
Skyway.
My last one, and this one is a toss-up. To be perfectly honest with you.
Please do.
Well, no, it's a toss-up because I can't give you both. Matterhorn. Small World. And Mickey and the Magic Map.
Wow, that's one hell of a toss-up.
It is.
Wow.
Because they're all different.
They are. Yes.
But I'm gonna go with Mickey and the Magic Map because 1, I love shows. 2, I think it's fantastic.
Okay.
And I love the music, and we're all gonna see it together.
Oh, we are?
Oh, hell yeah.
Udi's like, what?
Yeah, we're gonna get off the train after the epic left turn that we're gonna make.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go see it.
Okay, so that's fine, but when we go to the park on Sunday, the first thing we're riding, right?
Yeah, it's a small world.
No, I think we're doing the train, right?
Pirates.
Nope.
Pirates.
Train.
Oh, we're going to do train? You guys are doing train first?
Very first thing. No, you're coming with. No.
We're not going to be there at that. Like, you guys are going to... It's going to take us a while.
On Sunday? What time are we going to be in the park? Anyway, we can talk about that after.
Yeah, because we don't land until, 8, and then...
On Sunday?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we'll ride it before then.
Yeah. Yeah, because you guys don't want to waste any time.
No.
You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Any hoot.
So I guess maybe the first ride we all ride together will be Pirates.
I think that needs to be the first thing we need to do.
Okay.
Pirates.
Okay. I'm down with that one. So
down with LTP.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, Mickey and the Magic Map.
Okay.
Because it's a cute show. It's interactive to a certain extent, and I don't want to talk too much about it. I don't want to give anything away if people haven't seen it, and it's great for the little kids.
Is it long? Show?
Like 20 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. It's nothing. It's not like Frozen, like nothing crazy.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said the F word.
My last 3 things I have, kind of because I had a few more. Not really an attraction. I'll say because I know the girls like this and they think it's important. I don't think it is, but they think it's essential to do the walkthrough of the castle. Yeah, exactly right. I don't like it at all. I just this is not my thing. But I know a lot of people do like it. And I seldom even do. In fact, I wait on the other side till we're done. So I'll just say that. And then, but my last suggestion is just to go. I think Fantasyland is better at night because
it's beautiful.
Because in theory, most of the kids have cleared out of there, but you would think they would. But it's more of like, okay, not so many strollers at 8:00 or 10:00, but you have a better chance of enjoying everything. And I think it looks spectacular at night on that side.
It's fantastic at night.
It's phantasmic at night.
I knew you were going to say that.
I know. You set it up.
God.
Okay, so let's go to our 3 absolute worst things about this land.
Dun, dun, dun.
Where do I start?
At the beginning.
And when you get to the end, stop.
Yeah.
Name the movie.
Oh,
I don't know.
It's a Disney movie.
I know.
Is it?
It is.
Oh, I don't know.
Alice in Wonderland.
Is it?
Okay.
Oh man, where do I go? I don't have many.
Oh, I have many.
Do you have many?
I have many.
I don't have many.
I have hundreds.
And thousands.
Of all the ways this land has to let me down over the years.
I will go with. Gosh, I don't know. The only one that keeps on, shockingly enough, is freaking It's a Small World. Now,
oh shoot! I forgot one thing.
So,
one thing. Another pro tip for Fantasyland.
Go for it.
House in Wonderland at night.
Yeah.
That if people who haven't done that, just do it. Then the next time you're going, if you're walking through there at like 1 o'clock and it's jammed, they say, you know what? It's all cool, man. I'm gonna take a cool ride at like 9 o'clock or 9:30, or no, actually not 9:30. You won't.
No pyro.
But what time is it open? 10-ish.
It depends on how quick the fire marshal clears the fire department.
So anytime after 10, just come back. And House in Wonderland at night is spectacular.
It is.
It's spectacular.
It's something to see. It really is something to see. Okay,
now let's go to our worst again.
Okay, no, I'm just gonna go with It's a Small World. Now, it has very little to do with the idea. Obviously, you talked about it, and the idea is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
The theme and the message is great.
Mm-hmm.
My problem with it is the song itself.
It's a good song.
Now, again, lyrically, it's fine. I don't like it how it just drills into your head. I just don't like it. And maybe it's just because I had it bored into my head over and over and over again by my mom.
Mm-hmm.
We had to write it.
It's a possible thing.
We had to write it. And then when you'd get stuck in it, when the boats would back up, and then you just jam up and you're like, oh my God, I'm here. And I'm seeing the same movement. The same kid in a very shaky, squared off robotic movement while listening to the song, and you can actually hear the mechanisms of the things working. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go there. Yeah, it's gonna be It's a Small World. I just can't.
Can't. Okay.
Peter Pan.
Oh, a shocking twist.
Dun, dun,
Do
dun.
tell, Jess. What is going on?
The line's always too long. It's too short, and it's really not that great.
Oh, Jess, what? This is why you haven't been on it for a year, because you can't.
I can't even look at it right now.
It's not that great. What is so good about it?
I can't look at you.
Oh, Jess.
No.
I'm waiting.
No.
I'm waiting, Udi. What is so good about it?
Are you? Do you understand what the message of Peter Pan is? Right. You get the whole thing. You can fly. It's imagination. Use your imagination to go places.
Or we're using Walt's version of Peter Pan, not the original version of Peter Pan.
Yeah, I'm using what we see there.
Okay, I'm listening.
So how is that not fantastic?
I didn't say it wasn't fantastic.
Well,
I said the ride's not that great.
How it takes you to that world? How
You're in Neverland.
For like 22 seconds.
Well, it's a good 22 seconds.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
What's wrong? So anyway, going back to it, thank you for derailing. My God. Anyway,
speaking of rails, the way it's hung is nice.
Yeah, you have a clear view, and it's great as a kid.
You're just leaving things open for me to say. Hey, Mark, that was another one.
I didn't mean to.
I swear to God, she's only being like this because she's in a mood. She's in a mood, everybody. She's in a mood.
She's a mood to the force.
She's a mood to the force right now.
Okay.
No, but that's what it is. It reminds you of childhood. How do you not? It's so innocent, and
it reminds me of childhood, but
how is that not good? How does it not using your imagination, opening up the possibilities, being youthful, remembering to keep your youthful
spirit?
It does,
but it's not something that needs to be done every time.
You're in freaking Fantasyland. You're in Disneyland. What are you talking about? That is the whole thing. The whole. I can't even talk to you right now. It is the whole thing. The whole point of Fantasyland is Peter Pan.
Not necessarily. Not true. I don't agree with that statement.
Okay. What is the point of Fantasyland then?
Childhood.
Peter Pan.
You never grew up. Yeah.
No.
Peter Pan. Next. What else?
Snow White. She's the one that started it all.
Okay, no, I get that.
That's what Fantasyland
No. But what is the message behind it? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking going deeper, not just Snow White.
I understand what it is, but I don't think it's Peter Pan. Like, I don't think it's that ride. It's the concept of the ride, or the movie, and the story behind it. But I just don't think that the ride grasps it.
it takes you through everything. It lets you walk that walk like Peter, and then it reminds you of everything. How
would you want it to be enhanced or changed? Or
how? Other than adding
they could add much more to it.
Okay.
Maybe extend the attraction a little bit longer, or
get rid of Toad, connect them, go for it. Add more to it.
Ooh, I agree with that. I can get on board with that big time.
Make it more immersive.
Yeah.
Mark's favorite word.
No, it is.
Yeah, give me more. Like
Okay. So wait, no. So all I'm hearing from you, the argument is that there's not enough of it.
I said that. I said it's too short. The line's too long.
Yeah,
but
but you
it's
said
not that
it's not
great.
worth it. But you said it's not that great. So if it's longer,
It's
it would
not
be
worth,
better.
Yes, it's not worth an hour and 15-minute, hour and 30-minute wait.
45 minutes.
Not worth it.
45 minutes? Not worth it. 45-minute line.
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Just saying.
I started arguing now. Anyway.
Anyways.
The first thing I don't like about this land is Mad Hatter's Tea Party. And there's the only thing that I like about that is taking pictures of it because I think it's spectacular with the lanterns.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and the way the cups spin makes a really cool photo. But experiencing the attraction, it is a nightmare for me.
You get sick?
I get sick. I get all hot and disoriented. I don't like it whatsoever. So I don't go on it.
I'm sure you go on it and then like having food brought up right after you get off of it.
Oh, yeah, there's a story behind that at some point, but I won't get into that right now.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Even though I just battled against you for Pan, the one thing I have to agree that is bad about Fantasyland is the queue for Pan.
Why? I like the queue.
No, because it's tight. That's it. It's just long.
Okay.
That's it. It's tight.
Okay.
It's just tight. Okay. So, like, theming, all that other stuff, it's fantastic. I like it. You get into it, but it's just tight. You're, like, in a claustrophobic, like, coffin. Okay. That's what I don't like about it.
I can live with that.
Yeah, that's the only negative I have for that. It's just tight.
I can live with that.
Gotcha.
So, the next thing is not Snow White.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can pick these attractions apart just because I worked them.
Right.
It's not that great.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
It's one of the, and that was Walt's baby. Walt loved Snow White, and that, it was one of the most poorly designed attractions ever. You see her once, twice. Twice. You see her twice, right? Twice. At the beginning, she's coming down the stairs. And then it goes to the Evil Queen. It should be called the Evil Queen story.
It is much more of her. Agreed.
It's much more of you. It's much more of her. And then you see Snow White at the end on a page of a book on the horse, right? Is she on the horse or no? You only see her once. Anyways.
Aren't you supposed to be her?
Well, yeah, but she's coming down the stairs.
But if you are her, why do you see her?
You only see her once, though. But you do see her once in the attraction. So it was a very, because it's her scary adventure.
Yeah.
It was either very poorly designed because you see her coming down the stairs. Right?
I don't know. It's one of those things. I don't. If there's more than a 2-minute wait, I don't go on that thing.
Yeah.
It's just it's an awful ride.
Okay.
But I ride it every time.
You ride that over Pan?
Because there's never more than a 5-minute wait. There's never more than a 5-minute wait.
And there's never logic in your thinking.
If there was more of a 5-minute wait, if it was a 5-minute wait for Peter Pan, sure, I would do it every time. Maybe 3 times a trip. I'm not going to wait over. No.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with that. I just.
I don't either. I don't agree with an aspect. I'm just laughing at your logic, but that's fine.
It's awful.
And I'll just say that to me, and I don't know if this is going to make you upset, but Snow White.
Yeah, it really upsets me.
And Pinocchio, to me, they're almost the same attraction.
They're very well. If you look at the layout, they are. I mean, the way that they're side by side, they really.
Yeah.
They really are. They're the same because it was at the time. It was a dark ride, and that was the concept. And so when they did them, that's exactly what Walt did. And God, I freaking love Pinocchio, but that's because those were my first 2 rides. Those were my rides I learned. So I got to, I got to walk them all the time. Twice a day, if not more. And it was just, it's a different reality when you actually turn something off, take the keys, and step foot into an attraction and walk the path.
Right.
It's something that's completely different. That it's a different a feeling. It's a very overwhelming feeling. So, yeah.
I bet. I want to do that on quite a few attractions, actually. Okay. Next thing I don't like about it is just it's just too crowded in the middle of the day. It's just so I my advice or thing is just avoid it if you can in the middle of the day. Pass through it. Just that hub with the carousel and all the dark rides. It's like, oh, what's going on here? I don't like it. All right, so that's my number 2 for that.
Okay.
Leave with a point.
Yeah, so mine is kind of a cluster. And it's not a huge negative, but I'm going to go with, and it's kind of going off what we're just talking about, like Pinocchio. Like Pinocchio, Snow White, Mr. Toad. They're not bad, but they all kind of had that same feel. You're basically kind of, I feel like you're on the same thing, which is a different theme. I mean, it just, the feeling, it's not, I don't know. It feels like for 1955, 1965, fantastic. Where we are now, you're like, you give an homage to it because it's a classic, but then you're also like, but man, it's like, what is the draw? What is the draw? It's a great story. You have, and again, so it's like you're stuck in this weird kind of warp because you're like, okay, I want to pay homage to these things because they paved the way. But then how relevant are they for now? Because, I mean, Pan, again, we're going to go back on Pan tangent for a second, is they don't have that same youthful kind of storytelling about Pan. Hopeful. I mean, Snow White, while overall, at the end of the day, is a positive story, along with Pinocchio. But they're much more thicker with meaning. Snow White, look at Pinocchio. Those kind of things, it's like, Mr. Toad goes to hell. I mean, those things are like, whoa, those are kind of heavy, Snow White, she's basically gets put in a coma. You're like, what? So it's a much more heavier, darker tone overall, which are fine for those stories. But, for an attraction that makes it dark and, maybe it's kind of like that. It's a dark, quote unquote, dark ride. But
yeah, it
so
is
it's not
a dark ride.
Yeah, it's not a negative thing. It's just like, incredibly negative. But it is. It makes you kind of back away from making it a priority ride, those, in my opinion. So, or for me, that's what it is.
Okay.
But I did want to give it, and I forgot to give an honorable shout out to, in the positive was for Alice. I do like that ride.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what's fantastic? When you're riding Matterhorn and you can see it come out and you're right above, it's a perfect view. But anyway.
Sure.
Yep. There you go.
Okay.
See, that wasn't so hard.
No. I know. No. Just go to your last one for the love of God.
Just worried I'm going to make you more mad.
No. Anyway. Oh, she's going to make me mad.
You don't have one?
No, I do.
She's going to make me mad.
I don't know why you think it's so bad. It's not Peter Pan. Don't worry.
Well, no.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. See, that wasn't that bad.
No.
You're okay. You're okay.
I survived. Oh my God.
I love Mr. Toad, but if it's more than like a 15-minute wait, I will not wait, because again, it's one of those rides that it's like, it's kind of short, but not short. Like, it's too short to wait more than 15 minutes. I would gladly replace it with an extended Peter Pan.
I could get behind that.
I could totally get behind that.
And be okay. As long as they didn't, because that's it's one, the one building, so it's
the Alice building.
Pan, Toad, and Alice are all connected. So as long as they don't touch Alice, you're fine.
Sure.
But they are connected because there is a door from Toad to Alice that you can just walk through from one attraction and just walk in the door to the next attraction.
Oh, that's
so
cool. I like to do that.
Yeah. So there's a door. It's called this sheep bridge door. So like, when you're on Toad, and it's right at the beginning, you go in and like there's the sheep herder. I can't think of his name. What they're called? What are the people that herd sheep? What are they called?
The sheep herders.
Yeah, but those are
shepherds.
Thank you.
Oh.
So yeah, there's a shepherd and there's sheep on the bridge.
Oh.
And anyways, when you go around and he's like, no, not my sheep, and you turn right, but there's a door on the left and that connects you right to Alice. But anyways, yeah, Toad. I mean, it's good. It's fun. I used to like working it because you could tell people see in hell, and it was okay.
Yeah.
But that was about it.
Okay.
That's all I have.
My last thing I don't like about this land. There's many things, but and I can say this about most lands. Is I don't think I'm kind of upset. Not upset, but I'm kind of just not happy with the food options in the land.
I can live with that.
Very fair.
I mean, again, Skyway's gone. It's not coming back. But I still maintained that chalet, that they take down that chalet and use that pad for a nice themed restaurant that would overlook most of the land. I mean, you're right above, Casey Jr. Circus Train. You're right above Storybook. And it's like, what? I would love to sit out there and have like not like a fast food.
Starbucks.
Yeah, but like Starbucks.
You know what they could do? They could do a princess-themed restaurant up there.
I wouldn't go to that, but I mean...
I mean, think about it, though.
It's too small.
It fits. No, but it fit. Like, you could have different...
But it could have been like, like a Matterhorn-themed restaurant where you would go and have like, being like waited on or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like a Carnation Cafe up there.
It's too small.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
I think there's more room up there than we... I don't know.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay, well... Anyways.
But yeah.
Something besides the Red Rose Tavern.
Okay.
More of a restaurant, and I think... Because I know that one in Walt Disney World, that Be Our Guest thing, which is in Fantasyland, is like...
We'll get one of those.
It's a sure hit.
We'll get one.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get it.
Okay, we're going to get it.
We are, when they ruin my land.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's for another podcast.
That's another podcast. Okay. Well, that will wrap up Fantasyland, 5 up and 3 down. Yeah. Okay. So...
World's longest episode.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But anyways, so that was that. If you guys feel free to comment on this, let us know where we went awry. We will be at the parks next weekend, a few days after this episode comes out.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Between now and then, go to tpublic.com, go there and search our Leaving Today and come up and find a couple shirts that you like or a coffee mug or something. We have links. Phone case. We have links on the website for that as well. Also, go get yourself some coffee from expeditionroasters.com. If I know, Daniel, if it's been a while since you've been in the park, maybe you can bring some of that magic home to yourself in North Carolina.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. And use our code LTP20 and get 20% off your first order. Lots of really cool things over there. So episode 65 will be on deck next, and it's going to be, my guess is going to be a collection of interviews and thoughts about the park in real time and see how those go. I'm curious to see Udi's reaction to Rivers of America, Big Thunder Trail, and talk about being a kid again. I think we're going to coax him to going on Tom Sawyer's Island. At least
you don't need to coax.
Okay, just like we could take a lap or two out there, maybe record out there.
Canoe.
Oh, yeah, you could do a canoe. And so we'll have some all kinds of stuff from that. And then episode 66 will be another review of another park. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Okay. So anything else for this one?
I don't think so.
I kind of want to. This is a completely off-topic kind of thing, but I feel like I want to throw this out here real quick.
Okay.
A little bit more serious note. There is something I want to bring up. A good friend of mine, who is a vet, has a GoFundMe going for her right now. It's to help her get a companion dog. And it's one I've already given to her, and I just want to try to maybe draw some light to her. Really good friend of mine, served in the Air Force. Unfortunately, everyone knows my love of vets and my much appreciation for them. And so she has PTSD. She suffers PTSD from her deployment. And so she started GoFundMe. And so if you guys want to go check it out, I would appreciate it. And if you guys even feel better, like actually donating some, that would be even better. If you go to GoFundMe, just look at PTSD Canine Companion for Female Veteran, and donate there if you guys so feel inclined. I would appreciate it. I know she would appreciate it. So, she's a great person.
She is. I love her.
Jess knows her, and that actually, Jess is the reason.
Who's this?
Our friend Kayla.
Our friend Kayla.
Yeah, I know Kayla because of Jess.
Mm-hmm. She was at the chalet. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I know.
Mark knows her too.
Yeah.
So we all know her. She's a close friend of the show, and she's out in Michigan now, and she's just a great person. And if we can help her, let's see if we can help her out. Appreciate it. I know she would. And she's well deserved.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So I just wanted to say that real quick before I go too much further.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. So check that out.
Yep.
And also check out our Instagram and Facebook because we will be at the parks again on Sunday and Monday. That is the 15th and 16th of July. We'll try to go live somewhere.
Oh, definitely we will be.
Okay.
For sure.
And I'm talking like I know how to do that because I don't, but Jess probably knows how to do that. But if anyone's in Anaheim those days, let us know. We would love to meet up with you.
We have a few meetups.
Yeah, we
lined
do.
up.
Yeah, yep.
We do?
Well,
I'm kidding.
we do.
I know.
And yes, I did call Anaheim Police.
You did, so they will be escorting us.
They will, yeah.
Okay,
They did find the money for the battalions out there to escort us.
I mean, that's all we could really ask for.
That's all we can ask for. So, yeah, if we'd love to see you guys out there and maybe have dinner or drinks or something. I don't know.
Dinner and drinks.
And churros. Yeah. All right. So until then, folks, thank you so much for sticking out with us. I hope we helped you out today and hopefully brought some laughter to you and some happiness because what we're about. And new T-shirts are coming out too soon, I think.
Yes.
Couple designs.
Quickly.
Yes,
It'll be
quickly.
Perfect.
Okay. So, wait a minute. Where can people find you?
I don't know. Where can they find me?
At Disneyland.
Well, I mean, what about you, Udi? Where can they find you?
In a week in Disneyland.
Let's see. They can find me on Instagram at StorybookJess, and my Facebook page is Jessica Farfan. If you add me, please tell me that you are a listener, else I will not add you. And then where else? Oh, and our Facebook page is Leaving Today Podcast. And then you can follow me on my Snapchat for all of our Disney adventures. 13 as well. Follow her on her Snapchat because she does end up putting more stuff on the Chatter Snap than I do. And yeah.
Okay.
And you can find me on my socials with our Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, all Haxgolie, HAXGOALIE.
Is your banter witty?
From time to time.
Mediocre.
Mediocre. Yeah.
Okay.
Today, if Jess isn't talking, then it's really witty, but then she drags the whole room down.
Okay.
And then you can find me on my other show, which is Bad or Bad. Facebook is Bad or Bad. YouTube is Bad or Bad, one word. Then we have our Twitter and our Instagram, which is Team Bad or Bad. And we're movie-centric there. Bad. Movie-centric reviews up there should be Solo and Jurassic Park.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Fallen Kingdom, what it's called?
Yep.
Oh, was that good?
That's awful.
I enjoyed it.
I hated it.
Did you? We can talk about it later.
Man.
We can talk about it
We'll talk
later.
about it later.
Did you go with them?
No.
Oh, did you even go?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought it was awful.
Okay. All right. You can find me at info at Leaving Today Podcast. That's email, or Instagram at Leaving Today Podcast. And you can see me in the greater Anaheim area next weekend. Yeah. Okay. So until then, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And we will see you in the parks.
We will.
Yay.
Bye-bye.
So just say it very, very calm.
I don't have a voice.
Yes, you do. Oh, my God. Shut your mouth.
Your voice tour de force. Hey, Jess, what's in the fridge?
Nothing. I'm having waffles for dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, there's really nothing in my fridge. I need to go shopping. That'll be Thursday.
What?
Jalapenos. I have jalapenos in the fridge.
Jessica Aurora Farfan.
No.
What are you doing?
Definitely not.
I've got tacos waiting for me.
Oh, man. Where's my invite? Oh, my God. I'm going to drive my head into this microphone right now.
Don't do that. Too bad you guys aren't sticking around for tacos after this. Let's get going because I got tacos waiting for me.
Oh,
I'm going. Am I coming over or no?
No.
All right. Temptation is great, though. Temptation is great.
I'm still hungry. I have a full rack of ribs in the fridge. I'm ready. I got lasagna in the fridge.
In the fridge?
Yeah, I
Yep.
haven't made it yet. It's.
Oh, you have to cook it?
I have to cook it.
That takes like 4 hours.
So I look at it, and it's a decent sized steak. 16 cents. Nope.
Let me see it.
Nope.
Let me see it.
You know, if I take it off, it locks and no one can touch it.
That's fine. I'm not gonna. You don't have to take it off.
Oh my God. But you
Yeah.
make me hot.
And I don't know why. Why do you? Okay.
Because you are a sarcastic. God, it's too short, Eddie. It's too short.
Short.
It's too short.
Okay, we're back to the news.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on. I gotta drink more.
Okay.
Drink your. What are you looking at? Don't you even. You keep your hands off my Reese's.
You know how much he likes me? Not very much. Anyway.
How much
Okay.
is this wine?
Not very much.
I said not as much as this wine.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's why I'm okay. See, you're ready to get all hyphy on me, and that's
I'm
what
still
happened.
hyphy.
I know.
We're just gonna do things a little different right now.
Okay.
I'll show you my monkeys.
Your what?
My monkeys. But then when you pet her, she bites you.
Oh, well, that I have no control over.
Why you gotta ruin everything? Wow, these are smaller than I thought.
That's what she said.
No bed sheets.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because I like yelling at you.
Get over it.
I was just asking. I can't ask questions now?
No.
Oh, well, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Bam! Oh, what?
My mouth hurts.
And every time I look at it, it makes me cry a little bit on the inside. It really does. No, I will give you one.
You have to give me 2.
Nope.
One from the back.
Drink your alcohol that's way too strong.
Way too strong.
Kitty. It's like a breath of fresh air.
Boy, was my face red.